Alright everybody, welcome back to SouFLoTV again. It's your host with the most. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me please, and let's get right into this story. Man, listen, this athlete, Elaine Thompson Herah, is actually my favorite athlete. Yeah, I know Shelly and Fraser-Pryce is doing her thing. She is GOAT, legendary status. I give her all her respect and her flowers. I'm not going to wait till Shelly has passed away for me to say, oh, she was the greatest, you know, and the best that ever did it. I'm going to say it right now while she's alive, that she is the greatest and the best that ever did it. However, I'm always rooting for the underdog. And Elaine has been such an underdog for such a long time. Shout out to Sherka Jackson, another one that we need to keep an eye on. Just greatness on the rise, period. Cannot be denied, right? But over here, throughout this track season, I've been watching my athlete closely, and I call her my athlete because I've told everybody, I said, watch, she's going to surprise us. She's going to shock us. She did the same thing around the time of the Olympics, the Tokyo Olympics. She went to Jamaica when she ran. She didn't win her heat. And then she went to the Olympics and she smashed it, right? Setting records and all that. Now, what I'm learning, new information, is that she is not at 100%. And honestly, I didn't want to say it because I did not want people to say, you're just making excuses for her. She is just not that fast this time around. Nah, a star athlete like Elaine Thompson Herah, who goes from a certain time to a lesser time, and she is running funny. If you watch her body mechanisms, if you watch her movement, she's running funny. It's just like watching Blake, the Jamaican male athlete, Johan Blake. Something is wrong with Johan Blake as well, and I've said this before. Right? But speaking of Elaine, I didn't want to say it out loud because I was making bets out here. I wasn't betting for money or anything. I was just betting that if she gets to that starting line, along with Sherka Jackson and along with Shelly and Fraser-Pryce, that Elaine is going to win. And she didn't. She came in third. She got beat by both of them. Although she still medaled, but she came in third when I was expecting her to come in first. Make no mistake about it, I still thought it was going to be a 1-2-3, a sweep, because Jamaica owns the sprints, in the women's sprints, right? But not in the order that it came out. I thought she was going to be the leader, and then there was going to be Shelly and Fraser-Pryce second, and then there was going to be third place for our girl. But Sherka. So at this point, officially, news is out. Jamaica Loop News printed an article that says, and this was just printed, Eugene, Oregon, which is where the world champs is at right now, after finishing third in the women's 100-meter finals at the World's Athletic Championship on Sunday night, Elaine Thompson Herah revealed that she has been facing a plethora of struggles leading up to track and field's largest event outside of the Olympics. This event, the World Championships, is the largest track and field event globally outside of the Olympics. This is how big this is. And she is saying now, when it's coming to an end, that she's been facing a plethora of struggles. Now we want to know what those struggles are, right? She said, I'm not in the best shape of my life, and still I managed to come out and receive my first 100-meter medal. I have never medaled in a 100-meter before, only the 200, which I had no idea. I thought she had medaled at the Worlds in 100-meter before. She hadn't. She is not in the best shape. She's going through, and I said that too before, but then I was like, you know, I want everybody to come out, no issues, no injuries, feeling good. And I know Shelly and Fraser-Pryce fans, and this is to take nothing away from Shelly and Fraser-Pryce, but I know Shelly and Fraser-Pryce fans are going to say, She making excuses because she got beat. I'm not even going to go there. She is telling us that she is not in the best shape of her life. She is battling injuries, right? And we want to know what those injuries are. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, she led the Jamaicans to sweep that event, the 100 meters. The 35-year-old Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, she claimed her 5th world title after clocking a 10.67 to edge out Shericka Jackson and Thompson Herah, the same 3 athletes who swept the Olympic podium in Tokyo last summer. Now, with all these injuries, Elaine is still able to medal. That means you cannot beat her on a good day. This is bad day. And she beats you with injuries on a bad day. If you watch Elaine and her strides are not that open. She is not running how she normally runs. Don't take it from me. Compare how she ran in the Olympics to how she is running now. Look at her form, especially from the waist down. Leading up to Oregon 2022, there were talks that Thompson Herah would break Florence Griffith Joyner's 34-year-old world record of 10.49. Less than a year ago, Thompson Herah ran 10.54. So it was very possible that she could have ran a 10.49 or below. She ran 10.54 a year ago on this very same track in the Prefontaine Classic to join FloJo as the only other woman to go lower than 10.6. Now I want to tell you something, because even though walk with me, even though Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce won this is her 5th, and no woman has done that before. This is her 5th. Even though she won, Shelly-Ann still didn't go below the 10.6. She won with a 10.67. Florence Griffith Joyner and Elaine Thompson Herah are the only 2 women in history to have gone lower than 10.6. So Elaine is there in the history books, solidified, but she's running injured. So we won't see the full capacity of her greatness this track season. Thompson Herah said that her struggles with injury include, as previously disclosed, issues with her shoulder, and those issues did not give her a chance this time around. Despite not winning a gold medal after defeating Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce by a wide margin of 0.13 at the Tokyo Olympics almost a year ago, Thompson Herah was proud that the same trio who podiumed in Tokyo 2020 at the Olympics were able to repeat that feat here in Oregon at the World Championships. She doesn't care if she got the bronze. She just cared that Jamaica got the 1, 2, 3. That's pride. But at the same time, I'm sure she would have loved to have gotten the gold. She said, I knew that we were going to be 1, 2, 3. I just didn't know the order in which it was going to be. But I'm just grateful for us to be a part of this history. I think it's our first time in a World Championships, 1, 2, 3. We did it last year at the Olympics, and I'm just happy to be a part of that. What motivates Elaine? She responded when she was asked by a reporter what motivates her, and she said, overcoming all my injuries and my obstacles that I am currently facing. This season, I've had 2 injuries bothering me. The Achilles and the new injury, which is the shoulder. So she has Achilles tendon injuries and she has the shoulder injury now that is bothering her. Thompson Herah is not concentrating on the 200-meter semifinals. She qualified for the semis following a second-place finish behind Namibia's Beatrice Masalingi on Monday. Thompson Herah clocked at 22.41 seconds and Masalingi clocked at 22.27. No Jamaican has won the 200 meter since Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce in 2013. So, of course, right now, we're hoping that Shericka Jackson or Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce or Thompson Herah, Elaine Thompson Herah, can actually win this for us. No Jamaican has won the 200 since Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce did it in 2013. That is 7-8 years ago, my friend. Thompson Herah, the two-time Olympic champion in the 100 and the 200, has a season's best in this of 22.05. That's a far cry from 22.41, which is what she ran in the heats. So we'll see how that goes. But I just thought it was necessary to put it out there that she's not running at 100. She's giving it her best. She's being a champion, and sometimes that's what a champion has to do, is fight through pain, fight through the injuries. Can't sit around and baby yourself and feel sorry for yourself. You got to get up and go, and that's what she's doing. And we appreciate her greatly for it, right? We look forward to the rest of this, and we look forward to seeing another sweep from the Jamaican trio. And I look forward to seeing my favorite athlete run much better than she's doing now. But most of all, I look forward to seeing her heal from these injuries, where we can witness her greatness in full strength sometime soon. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. Are you a big Elaine Thompson Herah fan? And did it strike you that she was running with injuries and she was not at 100% throughout this track season? Tell me why in the comment section below. And I'll catch you on the next video. It's SouFLoTV. I'm out. Hit that subscribe button. Peace.